All right, well, the guys just got everything unloaded. Micah met us over here, and Willie. I got the other skid steer, another mini over here. So kind of the plan is from right here from the road, pushing all the way back. You kind of see the 130 right there at the top of it, and then, you know, going that far and then back to that little group of trees. We got a power line right here we're gonna have to work around. Not near as low as that last one. And then we are gonna be doing some clearing right in here. Not as much, maybe like a little 1/4 acre, a little bit bigger, kind of right through there. And then just a hair right there along the road. But this is all planted pine. I believe that, yeah, they're loblollies. So these are all, this was all, I think the customer said, from what he found out, this was planted about, or thinned, sorry, it was thinned about 15 years ago. So Josh is working on where they can start right here, start dropping some of these out this way. And then those stumps are small enough that we can go through and just pop them out. And then this is gonna be our lay down area right here for the mulch. So we're gonna do about a 30 to 40 foot wide strip from that pink flag to about right here, going right along, kind of curving back that way a little bit, right along this this back edge. So yeah, it's a good little job. I'm not sure how much I'll actually be here. Josh and Mike are probably gonna do a lot of this one. I got some mulching jobs we got to get to, so me and Willie will probably actually do those. Looks like Josh is ready to drop one right here. Coming. Slowly. There she goes. Which is nice, and there's just a little bit of sweet gum and trash in here, and we'll grind that stuff up, no problem. But here you can kind of see there's a row right there, and then it looks like there was like another row right here. Usually around here, it's different everywhere you go, but usually they take out every 3rd row. So this here, see there's no pines in between here and here. This was a row that they took out, and then they'll go in and select cut off of those. So there's, looks like 1, 2, 3. Well, that one's kind of, that's like a loblolly, but that's usually what they do when they do thinning. So yeah, I'm gonna hop up over here and help Willie start ripping out material and laying out so we can start grinding some of this stuff up. All right, we're getting a good little dent in it here. Guys are just kind of cutting and pushing over this way. Got our mulch bed started. Running the Fecon with the VCR. How's it going, Willie?
Good, guys.
How's the Fecon running? Other than a little vibration.
Sharpened up.
Sharpened up.
Good.
Oh yeah.
just gotta plug your ears and go.
So a month or so ago now, we had a guy from Pecon come in and do some balancing on it, and it's still a little off. It's not like right where I like it to be, so we might have to end up taking it to the factory to get it perfect. He did what he could here, but there's just, when you're out of material and like little tiny stuff, it gets really hard. That vibration starts picking up. It's not good for the machine, it's not good for the cutter head or the bearings, stuff like that, but it's fine right now as long as you're in wood and you're not letting that full RPMs all the way up, constant, non-stop. That's when it's not good for it. But when you're in wood and material, it's keeping it at a lower RPM. So what we're doing is trying to get this opened up so we can get our laydown going. Once we get our laydown opened up, then we won't end up with big piles like this and double moving material. Spend a lot of time moving material back and forth, you know, out of the way and stuff. We want to get it to where we set it down once. We move it from the cut up spot or where you rip it out, move it directly to where it's going to be processed. That's what we're going for here. The reason why we're not digging these stumps out and pushing the tree over, we could do this faster with the amount of guys that we have here right now. If it was just me by myself working, I would probably be pulling these out and you know, digging around the stump, pushing them out, pushing them up here. But we got the manpower today to do what we're doing, and the equipment here. So, and it's just little pine stumps. They come out pretty easy. If they were about 3 times the size of that, that'll be another story. He's got one more down, then he's gonna start popping stumps. All right, let's go. I think I can maneuver around him without getting the tree falling on me. All right, well, we are back. I just got back to this job here. Josh has been all day on this little pine clearing project, and been out looking at jobs pretty much all day. Burn about a half tank of fuel, but you know, that's what we do. Go out and get more work, so we can keep things rolling. So if we don't look at jobs now, we won't have anything to do in 3 or 4 weeks as far as the brush stuff. But Josh has been going to town over here. He's pretty much got that bottom all opened up. I just dropped 2 trees for him. These are gonna drop out that way. He can limb them. The debris is right there in the grinding site. And yeah, making our way. Josh doing a great job. Got a little operator here today with us. We got Wyatt. This is my oldest son, Wyatt. He had no school today, so
Skax.
Well, they don't know what that is, so
Okay.
so yeah, he's been dying to. He's like, when are we going to see Josh? How many bathroom stops did you have to make today? How many gas station bathroom stops?
6.
Six bathroom stops. Ridiculous. Come on, boy. That's what happens when you get him a Coke and a Gatorade. Oh, goodness. But oh, apparently a sun kiss too. But he's over here. He's been dying to drive equipment, so he's ripping out some little stuff, laying it out. Hey, turn your throttle up a little bit. There you go. All right, well, we're gonna leave Wyatt to it. Hope he don't hit anything. I'm gonna drop a few of these down here for Joshua. Joshua's been all by himself over here. The lone wolf. Pretty peaceful out here today.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice.
No one yelling at you, telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Got quite the log stack going on here. Too bad they're not twice the size of that though.
The what?
The logs, you know. But hey,
There's like a little tiny stack. There's like 100 logs here.
stinking little pine. Quite the stumps. Yeah, looking good though. Let's get a little get the gullet, you know. Let's see that. Get in on that. Kind of bright that way. Can't see. Oh, there we go. Looking nice. Gotta keep a sharp.
It was sharp, and then I smoked the right side on something, so it's cutting.
It's always that right side.
It's cutting crooked. I was like, ah.
Oh yeah, looking good. He's got his flat file. Looks like tap the rakers, perhaps. A little. Water pulling real good, but all right. Let's get some of these trees down. Ow! Ow! Just hit my head. So I really enjoy like going out and looking at work, and you know, it has to be done, obviously. But one thing I do, you know, it's got to be done. You know, no doubt about it. If I don't get out and look at work, we won't have work. Basically, you know, I got to chase down jobs and got to be a good salesman and sell the people on the product, you know, but you know, the job we're gonna do for them. But man, like today, it was beautiful outside, high 70s, you know, clear skies, good nicer, nicer working weather, no humidity, nothing like that. I was just itching to work. Like I like to work. That's what I like to do. I like to fish too, but but yeah, it's like, man, I am so ready to get out of the car and stop driving, but gotta be done. Gotta be done. I enjoy the big excavator part of stuff. You know, like we call this the big excavator. It's not really that big of an excavator. It's big for us, but thought I heard a beep. He's not. In case anybody's wondering, Wyatt's not allowed to get out of the machine. Once he's in, he has to stay in until I give him the okay to get out. He has to stay in there, and he has to stay in with his seatbelt on until I say he can get out. I have to make contact with him, you know, eye to eye, and like, hey, it's okay to get out. That's just one of the rules we have whenever he's on the job. He doesn't get to come out that much, but I'm so glad he was able to come out today. Get to spend some time with him. Jody's actually out of town with our daughter Sadie. She's up with her mom up in Michigan, and they are up at a wedding. So me and the boys for the weekend. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but you know, safety. You know, gotta have rules and stuff, and gotta, you know, there's no joking around with this stuff. You know, as serious can be, especially when my son's out here. You know, even with Josh and Micah and Billy, we have certain things we do and don't do. And when it comes to this heavy equipment, there's no joking around about it. We have fun at the same time. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, guess you can't see it, but I'll show you in just a second. Spin you all around. Alright, there we go. I don't know, we might come out here and do something tomorrow, but I gotta go up and look at another job possibly tomorrow morning. For those of you who are about to comment about my awesome sloppy bucket, the pin is on order, and they don't know when they can get it. I have a guy set up he's gonna line bore it, get new bushings, new pins, all that kind of good stuff. So it's coming. It's coming. Yesterday, all of us went out here. We were able to just start dropping stuff, and we had the manpower, but this is a little bit faster and easier way to do it. Also, you have the space. So what I'm doing right now is I'm lining everything up. These will all get cut at 16 feet. And I know about how high I can stack with the log trailer and being overweight and all that kind of stuff. And I can get them close usually. But so all these get cut at 16. It's just easier to cut them to a certain length. That way nothing's crazy long, or you know, we're not guessing. And then so they'll get like 3 or 4 sticks out of it. Probably three 16-footers, and then the top will stay down there. But this way here, Josh only has to cut. He has to measure out 1, and then he can just line up, say here, and just go down the line. I mean, that might be 6 inches or a foot difference, but for the most part, he can get them pretty close. Wyatt's ripping out brush over there. Can bear with me for a few more minutes of me talking. We get comments, people saying, oh, less talk, more work, but just kind of enlighten some people on forestry mulching. So I've looked at sites like this where people have gone through and they completely forestry mulch the whole entire thing, and then they expect to be able to build a house on it. We can't do that. You got all this roots, stumps, then you end up with a pile of mulch where you want a house. It just can't happen. If somebody says they're going to clear land for you, and with a forestry mulcher, that is not clearing land. They're clearing the air. They're not actually clearing the land. Everything in the land is still all there in the ground. So you have forestry mulching, which clears the air. When you're clearing the ground, you're getting the material out of the ground, pulling roots, stumps, you know, grubbing out is what I always call it. So one of the cheapest ways, there is no cheaper way to get rid of material than to burn it. That is absolutely the cheapest way. I know a guy who he has burned hundreds of thousands of cubic yards of material. He's ground, he's burned, you know, tub grinders, all that kind of stuff. He has done major storm cleanup, land clearing, humongous projects, and he says there is no cheaper way, and I've experienced this myself on that big a scale, there is no cheaper way of getting rid of material than burning. Yes, you are left with ashes, and you usually have to do some kind of burying the ashes on site, but for this situation, we are too close to the road, and we are too close to the houses to be able to burn the size fire that I would be able to get rid of this material in a decent amount of time. Yeah, I can take away with like a campfire in 3 weeks, but I don't have time for that. I want to get in and out of this job as fast as possible, make as much money as I can. That's what I'm in the business to do. I'm not here to burn fuel and hang out on projects for 3 weeks. So second option is to haul material off. If anybody knows anything about hauling prices and fuel prices right now, they are through the roof. Nope. Actually, so fuel prices are absolutely through the roof, and then to be able to find somebody to do the hauling for you, it can add up very quickly. Once you're hauling, you have to take it to a grind site, or you gotta know some good old boy with a borrow pit or hole in his back 40 or something like that. Which those are becoming harder and harder to find, especially where we're at. Third option is what I like to do, is we grind with Beacon forestry mulchers as much material as we can grind. The stumps, this stump pile right here, out right there, right there, the stumps, we will end up hauling off. We can grind those, but it takes a lot of time. I could probably get the stumps out in 1 to 2 loads. obviously one load with our big dump, one load with our big dump trailer, and 2, maybe 3 with a small dump truck. Which that's a lot cheaper than hauling 30 loads off here with a 30 to 40 with, you know, 60-yard dump trailers or whatever. So that's why we do what we do as far as mulching material on site. They can use the mulch for erosion control. Like we are on the back side of where grass is going to be. Don't mulch in the area where the customer wants grass. It's extremely hard to scrape it up. You got to deal with it. As long as they are okay with no grass growing in that area, lay it down. Lay it down. That is my experience, the cheapest way for us to get rid of the material. Yes, you have to have a grinder and all that kind of stuff, but if you're in the mulching business, that's what we do a lot of here. Just due to high demand and trucking, or high cost of trucking, hauling, all that kind of stuff. So just a little whatever you want to call it, my thoughts. But wouldn't be able to do without the old beacons. She's going down. Timber. Josh a little shake and stuff here. Try to get the dirt off so the dull is freshly sharpened the chain. I just made it worse. Alright guys, so we got Wyatt over here. And he's doing a good job. He's got a nice little brush stack over here. He's only been going for about 10 minutes. So I got my other camera here and I'm gonna give it to Wyatt and he is gonna do a whole video and everything on our other channel. Me and Jody have another channel. It's called the B-Roll. We're gonna put a link in the description. It's more of our family stuff, fishing trips and kid stuff, you know, whatever, but check it out. We got some stuff on there and we're gonna put Wyatt's video up on that channel. So all right, buddy, she rolling?
Yep. All right guys, so
you gotta tell who you are.
Wyatt.
There you go. That's gonna make his day for sure. All right, so Josh is working on the last log there. I got most of the stumps already up here. So, you know, he's just kind of eyeballing from the top down. So what I'll do is grab him like this. Get a big old grapple hook. right, guys, it's Friday, getting close to 5 o'clock. I gotta head out and go get my other son Levi, and Friday, you know. But yeah, help Josh get quite a few of those down, maybe 20 or 30 down, adding to the log pile, adding to the stump pile. But Wyatt is getting his machine moved out of the woods and gonna park it up here. I'm gonna move the ASV over there, kind of out of the way. But we have some very, very exciting news coming. I just got the final phone call. So I'm not gonna say too much, but it's gonna be pretty cool, guys. So stay tuned, and let's just put it this way. He got his saw stuck. Just stay tuned, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Probably next 2 videos it'll be out. I'm not sure. It's coming. Stay tuned.